In 2019, a new name started echoing through the startup world, a clothing technology company that promised to revolutionize fashion. The idea was simple yet brilliant: to create a clothing-as-a-service platform where customers could rent designer outfits through an app powered by artificial intelligence. Behind the vision stood a confident entrepreneur, Christine Hunsicker, whose charm and business instincts impressed every investor she met. The company grew rapidly. By 2021, it was valued at over $1.4 billion. Venture capitalists, fashion brands, and banks lined up to invest. Christine was invited to global conferences, featured in business magazines, and hailed as one of the most influential women in fashion tech. Her startup was seen as the future, the perfect blend of style, data, and innovation. But behind the glossy image, the truth was far darker. The company's real revenue was only $15.7 million, yet its financial reports claimed a staggering $439.9 million. Instead of revealing an $81 million loss, Christine and her team reported $66 million in profits. These weren't mistakes, they were deliberate fabrications designed to attract more investors and loans. Every quarter, fake financial statements were circulated to shareholders, growth charts were doctored, customer numbers exaggerated, and financial statements polished to perfection. Banks were shown forged reports that painted the company as massively profitable, allowing Christine to secure even more funding. The illusion worked flawlessly. For a while, inside the company, a few employees began to notice that the numbers didn't make sense. The data in internal dashboards didn't match what was being presented to investors. Bills were piling up, vendors weren't being paid, and cash flow was tightening. But anyone who questioned the discrepancies was silenced or ignored. By early 2025, the cracks became too large to hide. Auditors started asking uncomfortable questions, and partners began pulling out. On June 20, 2025, the company filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy, and the truth exploded into the open. What investors thought was a billion-dollar success turned out to be one of the biggest corporate deceptions in recent U.S. history. Within weeks, the U.S. Department of Justice filed criminal charges against Christine Hunsicker. She was accused of wire fraud, securities fraud, money laundering, making false statements to banks, and aggravated identity theft. Federal prosecutors revealed that the fraud had been running for 6 straight years, from 2019 to 2025, and involved more than $300 million in losses. The downfall was swift and brutal. Investors lost their money, employees lost their jobs overnight, and the fashion tech dream collapsed into bankruptcy court. What began as a symbol of innovation became a case study in corporate greed and deception. The story shocked Silicon Valley and Wall Street alike. It reminded the business world that growth hype can hide massive lies.